What up? You got Cinco Smith, aka Mr. 5 a.m. Cinco Affirmation Music. As you can see on the hat, this is the affirmation material. But anyway, I want to educate about money, and how money can double over time. So what I'm doing is I'm in here with my niece. Say hey to the people.
Hey.
What up? I'm in here with my niece. She's 14, and I'm just giving her a lesson that I wish I would have learned at an earlier age about how money can double. So I feel like you might be able to get some value from it. It's called the rule of 72. Basically, it's the formula. They say Albert Einstein created it, and it says that if you put your money in an investment over time, you will know exactly how long it takes your money to double based on the interest rate and the rule of 72. So without further ado, where did I put my markers? Did I take them? I think I did. Did you take them?
They're at the what?
Edit that part. Edit that. The blue one was working better. Okay, you want to see the black man? Camera roll. Where's yours? You look handy dandy back there. Here it is. Boom! I'm back. Alright. So we've already gone through. Let me make sure you can. Can you see the board? Maybe. If you can't see the board, just listen to my voice. What I say is more important than what's on the board. But anyway, just as a recap, the interest rates that we have is 4%, 6%, and 12%. Now, if you understand the rule of 72, whatever the interest rate is, you divide it, or 72 is divided by the interest rate. And it tells you how long it'll take your money to double. So, in this example, we had 3 people. There we go, that's gonna be better right there. Height-wise. In this example, we had 3 different people who all received a lump sum of money, whether it was in this example, it's $10,000. So 3 different 29-year-olds received a lump sum of $10,000. And what they did with it is all based on the rule of 72. And it lets you know what you might want to do as it relates to your money. So if you take the number 72 and you divide it by 4, the number is 18. I had my niece to do the math. When she did the math, the number was 18. So what that means is this. If a person is 29, in 18 years, their money will double. So it takes 18 years for that 10,000 to become 20,000 based on the rule of 72. So I want you to bring out your calculator again, or if you know it by heart, then go ahead and let me know. How old would this 47-year-old be in 18 years? Because remember, every 18 years their money doubles. So I want to know how much money they'll accumulate by a certain age.
65.
65. At 65, this person will have how much invested. So if the money needs to double, if the money doubles every 18 years, how much would 20,000 be at the age of 65?
40,000.
She laughed because last time she messed that one up. But it's all good. I caught her off guard. She didn't know she was going to get a math lesson hanging with all. So, $40,000. And this is the question that, you got to ask yourself. And I like to ask people when I do this in presentation form publicly. At the age of 65, is that enough money to live off of for the rest of your life? Keep in mind, this is considered to be a person's investment. Their nest egg, when they retire, no longer to work again, is $40,000 enough. If they've been investing in themselves, let's assume that they don't have a pension from their job. And of course, sometimes Social Security is not so secure. So let's assume that you're not relying on those things, but is $40,000 enough? Absolutely not, because some people make this in a year, and if a year is $40,000, but they're planning to live off of this for the rest of their life, is $40,000 going to cut it? The answer is no. So what happens is if they run through that 40,000, they end up having to go get a retirement job, meaning that they retire from their job at the age of 65, and now you see them in Walmart as a greeter, shaking hands, speaking, and nothing against those people. You know, we love them, we show love, but I more have empathy for people who retire at the age of 65 and then have to go back into the workforce because this was their scenario, because they just didn't know any better. So we're going to talk about the second scenario. Let me rewrite this 6. Hopefully you can see it, but listen to the tone of my voice more than anything. This is person B. So A, they put their money in an account, they got 4%. Bank, maybe a bank, because a bank don't really get you a return on your investment, and banks are not giving you 4%, trust me. But person B says, okay, I'm gonna put my money in an account that's gonna give me 6%. I think that's the number I wanna use. I've done this time and time again. Yeah, let's do 6%. So, take the number 72 and divide it by 6 and tell me what you get.
12.
12, okay, perfect. So every 12 years, their money will double. If they have it in an investment account, they get 6%. Now, getting 6% might be something like a bond. You know, you're like basically getting a municipal bond. And that's just basically you loaning the city money, and they give you like a guaranteed amount that your money can amass over a certain amount of time, depending on the maturity date. Not here for all of those details, but 6%. So every 12 years, right, their money doubles. So they're 29. How old would they be in 12 years?
41.
So 29, and then in 12 years, they'll be 41. Now, every 12 years, their money doubles. So how much money would they have? What's 10 doubled? You got this.
20,000.
20,000. So at the age of 41, this person has $20,000 in investment. At the age of 47, person A had 20,000. So they're already ahead of that person just based off just having a higher interest rate. 12 more years. How old would they be in 12 more years?
53.
53. That 20,000 just doubled again. How much do they have in investments?
40,000.
40,000. 40,000. So by age 65, they had 40,000. So it took them longer to get to 40,000. But by 53, this person already has 40,000. How old would they be in 12 more years?
65.
65. So now they're at the age of 65, just like this person. However, it appears that they have a little more money. So how much is 40,000 double?
80,000.
80,000. Gotta love it. $80,000 by the age of 65, just because they put their money in a little bit of a smarter place that allowed them to get a higher rate of return on their investment. Now, the question is, because we're talking about retirement, this is talking about investing money in a place that can produce a form of or return on investment that you can retire on and live off of forever and not have to return to work, if that's what you choose to do. Now, don't get me wrong, some people don't want to ever retire, some people never want to let up or stop doing what they're doing, but for the person who wants to retire near the golden years and they don't have a job that provides some form of a pension, some form of a solid retirement, which many jobs are starting to do away with it depending on what category they fall in, is $80,000 going to be enough to live off of? Imagine if this person was making $40,000 a year as well. If $40,000 a year was what they needed to sustain and maintain their lifestyle, and they'll probably be out of money in 2 years if their lifestyle never changes. So that eliminates traveling and doing all of the things that they planned on doing. 80,000 just won't cut it. So let's see if person C made a better decision, or just at least paint a picture on what you can do. Now keep in mind, this is just a person who did one investment, a lump sum investment of $10,000. Now, you can always make this number go up if you're investing more on a monthly basis or more on an annual basis. You can increase that number, but just one lump sum investment for the sake of this example. So, this person, 12% is the interest rate on the money that they're investing. So they're probably investing in some type of stocks or a good mutual fund, or some REITs, which is basically a real estate investment trust where you can invest in certain real estate without actually getting your hands dirty. Certain people prefer that because there's some REITs that do pretty well. But this person is investing in a 12% investment. They started off with 10,000. They are also 29. So let's take the number 72 again and divide it by 12 and tell me what you get.
6.
So in 6 years, every 6 years, what does that mean? What happens every 6 years?
They double their money.
They double their money. Absolutely. So how old would this person be in 6 years? How old would this 29-year-old be in 6 years?
35.
You should know that by heart. Shame on you. Shame on you. 35. So in 35, that's 6 years. In 6 years, you just said that their money doubles.
20,000.
20,000. All right. So history repeats itself. But the key thing for you to know is 20,000 at the age of 35, not 47, not 41. So in 6 years, how old would that be?
41.
41. In 6 years, they'll be 41. And their money just did what?
Double.
Double. So 40,000. So they doubled their money at the age of 41. So they have 40,000. This person had 40,000 at 53. This person may have 40,000 to the age of 65. So they're already, doing quite a bit better. 6 more years has just passed, and they are now 47. She ready now. She ready. She already doing the math in her head. So what happens in 6 years? The money doubles. How much do they have?
80,000.
80. She ready for me. All right, now we tapping into some numbers that you ain't tapped into just yet. So in 47, they already have 80,000. In 47, this person only had 20,000. This person didn't have an opportunity for that money to double by 47, but at 65, they had 80,000. Now we need 6 more years. In 6 more years, how old are
53.
they? 53. She ready. I told you. She's ready. So now the money doubles again at the age of 53. How much do they have in investment?
160,000.
160,000. My little mathematician doing it in her head. She ready. All right. So 53, age 53, they got 160,000, 6 figures. Looking not so bad. At the age of 53, these people never amassed that amount of wealth in the form of investment because they just were investing in the wrong things that didn't produce their rate of return. It's okay. If you don't know, you just don't know. But if you know better, you do better, and that's what this video is all about. 6 more years has passed. How old are they?
59. 50, yeah,
59. 59 years old. And when it just doubled again, let's see what your math like. 160,000 double.
32,000. 320,000.
320,000. Good catch. Good catch. 320,000. So they got almost $250,000 by the age of 59. Not too shabby. Not too shabby. 6 more years has passed.
65.
And now they are 65. So if you can see, everybody landed on the age of 65. But the question is, at the age of 65, how much wealth would you have accumulated? That's the question. See, it's not a matter of money being everything. It's just a matter of when a person grows up or gets to a certain age, they just no longer care to do some of the work that they previously used to do. So you want to get some things in place before you decide that you no longer want to work. And the reason why 65 is the number that we use is because 65 represents retirement. That's typically the age of retirement. Most people retire at 65. Some can do it at 60. Some can do it at 40. Some, it just depends on the job that they're in. Or if they set themselves up, they can retire when they deem necessary, not when the job tells them they have to retire. So at the age of 65, the money just doubled, and they're ready to retire. How much money do they have?
640,000.
She was ready. $640,000. Over $500,000. Now most people can live off of this because what happens is if they keep their money in an investment, and they may, because a higher interest rate typically means it's more risky, they don't want to keep this money in a 12% bracket because it's risky. They might want to transfer it into something that's more safe, so that way that $640,000 may pay them $40,000 a year while still making some money, but still keeping their nest egg intact and paying them so they can live the same lifestyle that they have. So this is what you got to understand. Understanding where you put your money is not something that you want to just do away with not knowing. A lot of people say, well, what I don't know won't hurt me. Actually, it will. Because this person didn't know. And then when 65 came, they only had $40,000. So what they didn't know hurt them because it cost them $600,000. The difference between this person and this person as it relates to wealth is $600,000. So what you don't know will hurt you. But if you know better, you do better, and now you know better since you've seen this rule of 72. So I suggest and highly recommend that you do better. So this is just a simple math as it relates to your money and what you should do with it. Where do you get these types of returns? Well, first of all, I'm not licensed to tell you where you should put your money. However, what I will tell you is do your own research. Do your own homework. Find out what you can invest in. There may be some things that you love, some things that you purchase, some things that you listen to or tune into that allow you to invest in it, and it might yield you that type of return. So based on your homework, find out what it is you can do to grow your money. We do offer people solutions and strategies and financial success memberships and give access to certain things that can give you a deeper dive on this information. But for the sake of this video, I just want to paint the picture so you can understand the math behind it, and you can ask yourself, okay, where can I put my money so that it grows versus just putting it into a place that causes it to be stagnant. Michael, you got any closing remarks? You got anything you want to say to the camera? You ready to do this? I'm going to let her do the formula. I'm going to see how she does and see how well she reciprocates what it is I just taught. Because they say if you can't teach a message in a way that somebody who's a kid or younger than you understands it, then that means you might not understand it for yourself. So I'm going to see how well I did. That's all I got. Mr. Smith, Cinco Smith, Mr. 5 a.m., signing out. Salute.